Okay, welcome students. My name is Will Kincaid and this is Bev Dragswolf. We are transportation security officers. We work for the TSA here at the Bismarck Airport. If you've ever flown on an airplane, you probably were screened by the TSA here at the Bismarck Airport. What we do is we screen passengers so that you can be safe on an airplane. After 9/11, which was in 2001, 4 planes were simultaneously hijacked, and those people perished on those planes. And after that, they formed the TSA so that all the airports could have the same type of screening and it would be uniform and that you would be safe. Let's see. TSA has successfully done that for the last 19 years. They have kept people safe on airplanes. So we are proud of that, and we are proud of what we do every day. TSA is an interesting place to work with lots of room for advancement and travel. We are federal employees. We have good health insurance. We have good benefits. We can transfer to hundreds of airports across the country. If you want to work in Florida, California, Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, TSA could be the place for you. I'm an LTSO. That means I have 2 stripes. I've worked here for 10 years. I was part-time. I currently work the morning shift. I start my day at 3:30 a.m. and I end at noon. It's kind of, some people might say, oh, that's really early. But I do go home for lunch and then I'm done for the day. I do have to go to bed at 7 o'clock at night though. So you might want to, now Bev will tell you a little bit about her and what she does.
Sure. Hi students, my name is Bev. I've worked at the airport for the last 4 years. I have 1 stripe here, and I work the PM crew. So when I come in, I come at 12 o'clock, and I usually stay till 8 o'clock. When we talk about TSA, one of the reasons I started was due to the 9/11 attacks. I wanted to do something to help, and I think this is something great that we're doing, and we're actually helping. Another thing, it's interesting, a lot of things that we see, we find guns in bags, we find knives, we find ammunition. We also find some funny stuff too. During hunting season, you're going to see people with pheasants in their bags, and they have chickens and all kinds of different things that we come across. Some of the things that it takes to be a TSA officer, I'll go over those. There's 5 main things. The first is you have to have a high school diploma, not convicted any felony. You must pass a drug test. You have to be physically able to perform screening functions. And lastly, you have to be able to follow directions and tasks exactly as written. Will is going to go over some other interesting things that we found at the airport.
Okay, there are basically 3 things that we look for here at the TSA. They are weapons, explosives, and incendiaries. Everybody knows what a weapon is. That would be like a gun or a knife. We also look for explosives. That would be a bomb. But for instance, fireworks would also be an explosive. Those are things that are not allowed on a plane, not to be carried onto a plane. The other one is incendiaries. Incendiaries are something that starts a fire, like a road flare or a torch or something that's a little more. It's not a lighter. You can take a lighter onto a plane. Let me show you some of the things that we have found here at the Bismarck Airport recently. These are all things that were voluntarily surrendered, meaning the people left it with us. We did not take anything. They left it with us. Okay, so this one would be a Dremel drill. You can bring a drill, but it has to go under the plane. You can't carry it onto the plane. Here's a knife. Would you want to sit next to a person who had this knife on the plane? I don't think you would. Here is pliers, drill bits, different kinds of knives. Here's a personal attack weapon. Here's a box cutter. This is what they used for the 9/11 attack. It's just a razor blade and a box cutter. There are no knives allowed onto a plane. You can put a knife in your checked baggage, but you can't carry it onto a plane. If you're interested in this as a career, like Bev said, you only have to be 18 years old. So once you graduate high school, come on back. I'll still be here.